Okay, we need to talk about this because I have a problem with coaches and trainers barking out orders to just suck it in all the time, hold it all in. This is not appropriate guidance and is not effective cueing for our bodies. Hi, I'm Ashley Keller from GlowBodyPT. I'm a prenatal and postnatal exercise specialist and mom of 4 little kids. My youngest is baby Laurel. She's behind that closed door over there napping. And I need to tell you that sucking it in is much more nuanced than that. There's a time to brace, to really clench your stomach muscles before we do a big move, before we pick up a heavy child or we pick up a box of dog food or deadlift or do a heavy squat. There is a time for a light squeeze when we're maybe doing a lighter dumbbell shoulder presses for a while, but at no time should you be sucking in your stomach for several minutes or doing this so repetitively throughout your day simply for the appearance of a flatter stomach and a more lean body. We are all guilty of this. I am guilty of this as a coach. You'll notice in some of my thumbnail images that I'm sucking in, and that is not good because this is going to cause problems on our bodies that I'm not willing to take on simply for the vanity pleasure of sucking in. It's okay to do once in a while, maybe for a photo or for before and after pictures. Yes, your sucking in body is still you. It's something you can celebrate and feel good about and feel confident about. But you should not be sucking in all the time because it's going to cause problems. So let's visualize your pelvic organ structures. We have your bladder, your uterus, your bowels, and when you are sucking in up here, you are going to put downward pressure, intra-abdominal pressure against the pelvic floor, and it's going to get wider and wider and wider and have a lot of pressure on this hammock-like shape until eventually it gives. And the symptoms that you might see from this: incontinence, peeing your pants, trouble when you have to go poop, there's such urgency that you have to go, painful intercourse, and low back pain as well. So we want to take care of that pelvic floor and reduce that intra-abdominal pressure. Similarly, even by overtraining the transverse abdominis muscles, which are very important, they are wrap around us like a girdle. We train them in my 12-week post-pregnancy plan specifically because we have diastasis recti during pregnancy. We want to close that back down postpartum. But there's also a reason I don't have you training abs every single day, because if you get overly tight transverse abdominis, it's also going to put downward pressure on your pelvic floor organs to the point where they become so flexible that they lose their elasticity, and it can feel like everything's falling out if you have prolapse or just general incontinence. My next major concern with sucking in during exercise and doing it all the time is that it is going to limit your athletic ability. If you are sucking in, you are not getting the full exposure of your diaphragm and your lungs, which come below your ribs, that they should be able to really breathe in and take a big inhale. The first time I noticed this was when I was training for triathlon. I was next to very fit men on the bike with extremely low body fat ratios. Yet when you looked at them, it looked like their bellies were big because they were working like workhorses really hard and fully breathing through their bellies and through their lungs in order to get max capacity. And as a female athlete, it made me a little self-conscious because I felt like my belly was really hanging down and looking big when I was biking, especially in the aero bar position. If they look like that, maybe I should be looking like that too and just allow my stomach to hang down and really get big belly breaths. And that has helped me athletically to not feel ashamed if my belly looks bigger in certain positions, because I'm going to fully, truly breathe and perform during training at my max capacity. Because when you train hard at the full ability that your body can, then you're going to see the physical results. You're going to get stronger, leaner, faster, because you put in the effort and you weren't afraid about what necessarily your stomach looked like while you were doing it. Lastly, what is sucking in physically doing to your body? It's impairing digestion. So visually, it's going to make you appear bloated. At the chest level, when you repeatedly suck in, it's going to cause rib flare. It's going to cause your ribs to stick out, or even a little bit of bulge underneath the bra line. Some people call it like an extra boob, a lower boob, because you've been doing it so habitually. And then look what it does to your posture. So this is normal standing. 3 months postpartum, okay? And then when I suck in, it's it's gonna cause my shoulders to jut forward a bit, and it's causing a posterior pelvic tilt. I'll exaggerate it right here, but this is a posterior pelvic tilt. I want you to be in a neutral position, not an anterior pelvic tilt, just nice and neutral. Sucking in is really messing that up. And again, it's okay to do once in a while, but it is not healthy when you're causing long-term rib flare and pelvic organ problems because you've made such a habit of sucking in for the sake of appearances. If this video is helpful, please give it a thumbs up and press subscribe to me here on GlowBodyPT. I would be absolutely honored to be your trainer, and let me know below. Be honest, how often do you feel like you suck in? Have you been doing it for years, maybe since you were a kid or a teenager? I really want to hear from you, and this is your opportunity to break the cycle with your girlfriends and, more importantly, with your children, the generations ahead.